Prepare to be mind blown, all ye who enter. What's good, my fellow peasants? How you all doing? Prepare your bodies, pepper your Anguses, because this is going to turn your world upside down. If you are any way, shape or form hyped for FF15, now I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. Prepare your body, clear any and all dangerous objects around you, because I do not want to be liable for injuries when your body begins to flail with excitement, which it is going to do. Guys, the logo. Oh man, this is going to blow your mind. The logo, I think I figured it out. As I said in my previous video, I think I figured it out, guys, and I have two guys to thank for this, or for giving me the premise. One being Orhan and the second one being El Ranza. Orhan being one of my subscribers who led me to something that El Ranza built, a premise he came up with and I've built upon. Now the thing about this theory is this guy El Ranza, he wrote this idea down 6 months ago, long before I was ever a YouTuber, so bear that in mind, guys. Bear that in mind. Long before I did a single theory video, and the premise of what he said, and this is what is scary about it, not only connects with nearly every single one of my theory videos, it takes it one complete step further, or I can now take it one step further from what he has said, to a point it is too scary a coincidence. I'm gonna go into it. Forgive my excitement, guys. I am barely able to contain it. Like literally not even my body is fully prepared for this. The story behind the Final Fantasy 15 logo, the truth uncovered. Let's go! So first of all, let me lay the groundwork for you guys. In one of my latest videos, I theorized about how the shadows in the mist were connecting in scarily similar ways to the whole Norse mythology themes, how the shadows could be a blend of 3 concepts: Noctis's cursed ancestors and the Knights of Round being 1, those who sit above in shadow being 2, and the origins of the Norse giants, the original Norse giants, and the role they also play in Ragnarok, and the bits they included to Loki. If you haven't seen that video, here's a link. I highly advise you watch that one first before you watch this. Now that video went on to show that these concepts, I believe they have been very firmly in place since Versus 13, and how Tabata has pretty much confirmed that FF15 has kept a lot of Versus 13's core ideology. Now in that video also, do you remember, I questioned Etro's painting, and I questioned the logo, and I said how it has never changed. The logo has never changed, and I said that everyone thought it was Etro, like this painting, but I said that, you know, it wouldn't make sense for Etro to still be in it, as it's no longer connected to Fabula Nova Crystallis. So I thought that it might just be a renamed Death Goddess. Well, and no, they'll still have this hierarchy structure with the gods and goddesses. Well, I think that's still true. I think there is a Death Goddess. This painting clearly has a Grim Reaper above it, and no, that painting is still in Kingsglaive, so I do think the Death Goddess is still in it. But guys, I don't think this painting and the logo is the same thing, believe it or not. I think it's something completely different. It's time for us to look at all of this in a completely different angle. I think this picture is actually a clue, guys. I think it's a clue to what is going to happen at the end of FF15, and here's why. So why do I think this is a clue to what's going to happen at the end of the game? What is my evidence for that? So we need to look back at all the Fabula Nova Crystallis logos. I think that is a good place to start, because that's where the clues lie, guys. You know, if the logo hasn't changed since Versus 13, and of course Versus 13 was a part of Fabula Nova Crystallis, the logo is without a doubt going to be designed with the same logic in mind that the 13 trilogy and Type 0's logos were made from. Of course, that's only logical that they would make them with the same ideology. And all of those logos, guys, all of them are endgame spoilers. Now, to validate that, you know, that all of the Fabula Nova Crystallis logos so far are endgame spoilers, I'm gonna have to explain it. I'm gonna have to be Now I'm going to be fairly broad about it. I'm not going to be too specific, but if you don't want any of those game endings remotely spoiled, if you haven't played them, click this link now and it will skip you to just beyond the spoiler. So click that now if you don't want spoilers. Okay, so with people who don't want spoilers out of the way, let's go into it. If you're happy for spoilers, FF13, let's start there. Pretty clear, that is the crystal pillar that Fang and Vanille create and cage themselves in to stop Cocoon crashing into Pulse. Obviously, they do that with the power of Ragnarok. So that's an endgame logo. Now, FF13-2, the ending, or the true ending, is of course about Caius and Lightning. Lightning, she is the very last thing we see at the end of the game, where she's crystallized on the throne. That's the end of the actual game. Now, Caius is the one we see on the throne at the secret ending of the game. So both endings we see both Caius and Lightning. And even the DLC ending is Caius fighting Lightning. So in all three versions of the ending, we have Caius and Lightning. So that's 13-2. Now, Lightning returns. Let's move to that. That is, of course, the crystal. The crystal, we see that at the end of Lightning Returns, as the crystal is a method by which the souls of humanity are saved and transported to the new world. And finally, Type 0, and this is the ending, the true ending that most people don't know about. I need to be very specific here because, there's the true ending. Most people can only see it on a second playthrough, as you have to juggle your time at academia. Most people don't do it right. Most people don't know about this ending, and I'll be doing a Type 0 video very soon, because you guys know I fucking love Type 0, I really do. So I'm going to be doing a Type 0 video soon. The logo is basically of a goddess called Diva, and Diva, she's sort of an observer, and what she is observing in Orience being the little crystal, what the crystal orb in this logo is representing, the world. What she is observing is basically an experiment going on between 2,000C, Gala, a servant of Lindsay, and as we know her, but probably not her real name, Dr. Erasure, a servant of Pulse. And these 2,000C are, through different methods, trying to open Etro's gate. And you only learn about that entire experiment at the end of the game, or at the true ending of the game. So again, the logo, it was a clue to the end of the game. So that's the logic containing clues of endgame events. For those who have skipped, I'll bring you back now. So you'll have to just take my word that a second ago I just explained it, that all four Fabula Nova Crystallis logos all connected to the end game, or was a clue towards what was going to happen at the end of the game. So guys, is it not logical, completely logical, to assume, oh man, this is blowing my mind, is it not logical to assume that FF15's logo is going to be the same? If that was once intended to be part of the Fabula Nova Crystallis universe, that this logo is an endgame spoiler in disguise. But let's ascend further. Here we go, level 2. So this revelation, guys, this only came to me very recently. What have I been saying about Regis throughout, guys? All of my theories on Regis, they have gradually evolved so much over the last couple of months. So now let's go through what I've been saying very quickly. First, in my earliest videos, I thought that all the evidence, all the themes were pointing to Regis being the 13th Knight of the Round, and that his ancestors were the Knights of the Round, and they were watching over them protectively. Noctis, they would guard Noctis at the end of the game, or they'd come to his aid at the end of the game. Then that evolved into all the thematic evidence started, and all the latest trailers started pointing towards evidence of Regis being Odin, and he was symbolising Odin, and how Ravus was symbolising Fenrir. You guys have seen how many connections I've got between Regis and Odin. It's fucking crazy. I'm not going to go into them, otherwise this will just add 10 minutes onto this video. Then from that, the third section was, I thought the Knights of the Round were monstrous. We got this picture came out, and they looked monstrous. The Knights of the Round never looked like this. And that's where the curse of the Lucius household came into it all. The pact that Regis made, or his household made for power, how it's a curse over the Lucius household. These are the creatures that they become. It's not a protective thing, it's a bad thing, it's an ominous thing. That could possibly be what the ring is. That's why Regis is mourning his son's fate. And then at the end of the video, I said this, guys. Noctis really gonna have to fight his father. I mean, the square will go there. They've gone there before. They did it with in FF4 with Edge's parents. They went there. They did it in FF10 with Tidus and Jet. The whole thing of having to free a parent who has become a monstrous-like creature, that happened with both Edge and Tidus. And no, they were really profound. They really stuck with me. That Noctis could be fighting Regis. I said that, didn't I? I called that. Now, of course, if that... Oh man, this is so fucking dope. If that were to happen, if Regis was to fight Noctis, you know, where would we expect that to happen? Let's just toy with that idea for a minute. Let's say that does happen. Where would it happen? Where would such a significant battle between father and son happen? At the end of the game. Surely it would happen at the end of the game. And that, guys, is what this logo represents. You can't see it, can you? You can't see it. You're thinking, what the fuck's this guy going on about? How does that represent that in any way, shape or form? Guys, I couldn't see it. I could not see it either for my life, and I would never have seen it until I saw it. And no, when I did see it, and I'm going to show it to you, I'm going to reveal it to you. Look at the logo, guys. Look at that sleeping face. Look at the positioning of it in comparison to this halo thing, and memorize exactly, detail for detail, where this face is sat in proportion to this circle. Print it into your brain. Now, guys, look at this. Oh god, guys, look, right now, let's blow this up. Of course, this is a picture from the Dawn trailer, one of the most iconic sort of moments, telling moments of them all. Let's flip Noctis around. Now let's compare the two. Oh god, guys! Oh, I thought my body was ready, but now I'm seeing this. Even my body isn't ready. It's not. Shit! Look at it. Look at the proportions, guys. They're nearly perfect. The sleeping figure, it's almost perfect. The sleeping figure is Noctis. It's Noctis, guys, and it's a very abstract picture of Noctis, and of course it's going to be abstract. They can't make this too obvious. And the thing in the background is Regis, and the key word, guys, is thing. There's far more to this. The final stage, level 99 plus. Here we go. So I believe this is an abstract depiction, this background thing of what Regis is going to look like in his monstrous form. I know, like I said, I think that Regis is going to turn into one of these. All the thematic connections are there to support it. And when he returns as, if he dies, if Ravus kills him, when he returns as one of the knights, the 13th knight of the round, / one of the Ragnarok giants, it's time to get balls deep in now. It's time to get balls deep in this. If what I'm saying is true, and Regis is Odin, okay, then the Odin we saw in the artwork, here's the 3D image of Amana's artwork, then of course, if he is Odin, and not just symbolically representing Odin, then of course that is Regis. What if it's more than just symbolism? What if that is actually Regis? And that is what he will come back looking as. Now bear with me here, guys. Bear with me. Be patient. So look at the spikes coming from the top of the Odin's head here in the 3D artwork. Look at the spikes coming from the top of this. Now if we now compare that to the logo, and we look at the spikes coming from the top of this, if we didn't see this sphere as a head instead of just a sphere, those would be spikes coming from the head. So that's there. Bear with me. Now look at this. It looks like a cape. Odin looks like he has a cape. Odin clearly has a cape. Now, if we go back to the picture, what does this look like? It looks like a cape. Now, perhaps some of you are thinking, oh, I kind of see what you mean, but there's not enough spikes on the top of this picture, or that cape, it isn't raggedy enough. It isn't raggedy or flamboyant enough. Well, guys, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be, would it? Because what has every end boss in Final Fantasy done? From the dawn of time, what have they all done? What have they all had? Multiple different forms. Throughout the series, every endgame boss has had multiple forms, each often becoming slowly more exaggerated than the last. Is that not what happens? To the point where the final boss's final form is usually some very, very extravagant, deity-like, religiously themed artwork type being, sort of an all-powerful creature of sorts. Always has quite a religious themed artwork. And that would, looking at that, that would be a typically designed endgame boss, final endgame boss. So could we not see that as being Regis's first form, Odin? And then if we were to exaggerate this form of Odin here, more spikes would emerge perhaps. The cape would become more tattered after a dramatic battle or a very dramatic transformation. That could make the cape bigger, longer, more tattered. Even look at the single wing in this image. Single wing, guys. When have we seen a one-winged being before? Of course, we saw Sephiroth in his final, most monstrous form, right? Now that alone is hugely symbolic of a monstrous final form. So is this what this symbolizes, guys? Is this an interpretation of Regis's final form blended with holding Noctis, making the Dawn trailer? Oh man, the Dawn trailer. I mean, it was a good trailer. I really liked it. It was profound. It was emotionally charged. It was meaningful. But guys, if this is the case, we all underestimated that trailer. The true gravitas of it, if what I'm saying is correct, that Dawn trailer actually becomes one of the most profound and meaningful trailers in gaming history. And can you now see it, guys? Can you see what I'm talking about? Now, you can, can't you? Now you're looking at the FF15, look at it, you can only see what I'm talking about. You're now seeing Noctis, aren't you? You're now seeing Regis's face in that sphere. You're now seeing an endgame boss, aren't you? I am. Every time I look at it, it's all out now. That's all you can see. My eyes have been opened. Your eyes have been opened. We've all taken the red pill and left the Matrix. The faith have gone from reality and the dream has been lifted. Oh, wow, lady peasants, gentlemen peasants. Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to absorb this. My heart is racing. My adrenaline is more spiked right now than what Neo-Regis's head is going to be. Oh fuck, Neo-Regis. Could that really happen? Is this it, guys? What do you think, guys? I need your opinions. Everyone has to have a fucking opinion on this. Yeah, if this video gets 2,000 views, I expect 2,000 fucking comments in the box. Everyone needs to express their opinion on this. What do you guys think? Do you think we have put all the pieces of the puzzle together with this? And I do say we, because this really is an ultimate connection of connections. This is all of the connections I've ever done linking to this one grand connection, and it's all thanks to you guys. It really, really is. It's because of you motherfuckers and your ideas all combined that have brought me to this point. And really with all of my videos, you probably don't realise it. There's so many dedicated FF fans on this channel with so many different insights, and I read every single comment that gets written on my channel. And so most of you probably don't even realise that you've helped. You probably don't even realise little comments you make that you didn't actually realise have helped me. But I read them and it gives me food for thought. And a great example of that would be the origins of this entire Odin connection. The first this ever started, it honestly was when a guy after my Gentian and Leviathan video flippantly made the comment of, I wonder if Corleonis could be Odin. He has quite cool slashing attacks. Just that flippantly, just said it. Just a small comment. Obviously not much thought put into it, just made it. But that guy, I can't remember who he was. I'm sorry, I'll quote your name if I can remember. But honestly, you're the one who started me looking for Odin. So it's little comments like that that got me looking for Odin connections. And that is what led me up to this point. So in short, if I was to credit everyone who helped form these connections. I'd probably have to credit, man, it'd be fucking ridiculous. The credits would be longer than the credits at the end of a movie. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm super hyped for this. I'm super hyped for 15. By this point, it's not even real. No, it's transcended just the game itself. So much more hype just to see if I'm right about these theories. Like, I'm going to be playing the game with such anticipation for sort of any moment that one of my theories gets proven right. It's going to be such a dope playthrough to do and watch. I'm going to be doing the playthrough you guys keep asking me. I am doing it, so we're going to get to explore this all together, uncover this together. You're probably going to see me cry like a massive bitch with excitement whenever anything gets proven. And if any of the emotional stuff that I think is going to happen in the game happens. But no, let me know what you think. All I'm going to say is, if this is right, FF15's logo, man, it's my favourite fucking logo. Really is. No, just from a visual perspective alone, I like it, I love it, it's already up there just from the visuals. But if this is what it means, if this is how deep the meaning of the logo is, man, this could easily become one of my favourite logos. It really could. Take care, guys. I've said this before, I love doing these videos. Oh, I really do. I want to do more of them. I want to do better videos. I want to improve the quality. So I've decided I'm going at this serious now. Taking the bullshit off. Yeah. Pulling the fucking trousers up. No more bullshit. I'm doing this serious. You're going to see this bar. And basically this bar, what this means is, and everyone who supports me on Patreon, every time someone views my video, every time you subscribe, you guys are helping me. Be it with the analytics, the ads, YouTube ads, sorry about those, you do see them at the start of the video, but they're helping me towards my goal. And what is my goal? What is this bar about? Well, guys, straightforward, it's the Peasant quits his job bar. It actually you might think I'm being facetious or I'm having a joke here, guys, but I love my job. In case you guys don't know, I did put this on a video. I work in aviation engineering. I love my job. I do enjoy it. But you know what I fucking love more? I love Final Fantasy. I love doing Final Fantasy videos. So I'm going at it serious. I really want to get to a point where I quit my fucking job and I do this. I'm that serious about making my channel big and going at it, doing what I love. Why the fuck not? Not enough of us do what we love in life, so I'm going to be a bit selfish. I'm going to aim to do what I love, and every Patreon support, every view, every subscriber, it's all going to be used to accumulate this bar. One day you are going to see a video posted on my site saying Peasant quit his job today. Holy fucking shit, I hope I can make it happen. Already the bar's a little bit full. It's a slow journey, it's probably going to take years to get there, but guys, every journey starts with the first step. There is now a peasant dream, and I'm hoping to live the peasant dream. I'll live it all for us. I hope you enjoyed my video, guys. Probably next one, it's either going to be the Type 0, or this is going to be a quite funny one. Why is Cloud such a skinny bitch? That's going to need some explanation, but that's going to be for a later point. It's not as bad as it sounds. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Until the next video, Kuko!